Welcome back to Timberborners, Season 4, Episode 4, and we're still in hard mode. That means much more longer droughts. For some reason I can't zoom out as far as normal. I think my mods have stopped working. Some of my mods don't work. I like zooming out further than this. I can't zoom out. Anyway, yes, hello fellow engineers and welcome back to the Timberborners hard mode. Now at the end of last episode, we were building this super mega dam, which one commenter said wasn't actually a mega dam. They said it was small. Well, some of us aren't blessed with huge dams and we have to work on getting them bigger or something. But yeah, this is good because I feel like they're actually going to build that very soon. You can see who's that there. Alibaba. Oh my god, he's 78 and he's a builder. But yeah, if you haven't seen this map before, basically this is the water source, and in 2.7 days, as it says there, this will dry up, meaning all the water down this spiral. Yeah, someone in the comments last video, they were annoyed I called this a helix rather than a spiral. I mean, it is technically a spiral, not a helix. However, the map's name is Helix Mountain, so that's why I've been calling it a helix. But yeah, essentially it dries up. It takes quite a while to dry up, which is quite good because my main base is down here. I've got to keep this bit wet, otherwise all my carrots, all my water pumps, everything down here will all die. Actually, you can see the effect of that. There's some old blueberry bushes. They dried out and died. Not very good. So yes, I built this mega dam, and these are triple floodgates, so I can lower these if I want to let water out. I can raise it back up to store more water. Gonna be very useful in surviving the longer droughts, because I think in hard mode the droughts can last up to 30 days, and the longest drought we've had, 11 days. And I think after about 10 days, the water here dried up. Even though there was no pumping going on, there was no one in here pumping their wood. This water still dried up, which basically spelt doom for my beavers. However, with this portable floodgate up here, it means I can let water out as I need. So potentially, I could last a lot longer. If only I could apply that to my real life. Sorry. Right, anyway, so they've just built that floodgate. I think they're building that one next, so high prioritize that. That needs 15 planks. We're out of planks. We only got 3 planks. Right, where's our plank workers? So down here, this is where we make planks. Klaus Blandstrup is making planks in there, and I think, yeah, look, I built another one next to it. So who's in that one? Oh, there's no one in there. So first job is to find an unemployed beaver, or someone we can make unemployed, I guess. I feel like this building here, the forester, that's probably not needed. Look how many logs we have stacked up, and that one's nearly full. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna cut down the cutting down, if that makes sense. So yeah, Bushmaster General. I'll tell you what, actually, what I could do instead of all that, because looking in our beaver list, we've got 18 adult beavers and only 1 beaver child. It might be time to expand the colony. So I'm going to unpause that. I'm going to set it to high priority. I know that the thing up there is on high priority, but everything's on high priority in this place. But yeah, I feel like if we had more beavers, then that would actually be very useful, because we got 4 log pumping things up here. Now that can all help us get water, but not if there's no water to go round. And speaking of water, that's probably the other thing I need to actually do. I need to build a few more water storage things, so I might actually get some of them in now. So small water tank costs 15 logs, so let's shove, I don't know, let's just shove 4 of them down there. We've got loads of logs, loads and loads of logs, and I didn't pause Bushmaster General, so I think before the dry season hits, we'll try and get that sorted. And then what I really want to focus on, trying to get one of these in place. So this is a hauling post, and basically it allows beavers to like haul things. So if we were to watch someone pumping their log over here, like this guy there, can you see he's just come out, he's carrying a barrel of water? That's Damon Grimm. Now, Damon Grimm, he shouldn't be doing that. He's mainly paid to work his wood, to pump his log, but instead he's carrying water around. Now, what we want to do, we want to keep them in there pumping constantly so that more water's coming out. And to do that, we need to build a hauling post that will allow other beavers do that job of moving stuff about for him. Because at the moment, we're struggling to fill these up, even though we've got 4 pumps. So yeah, good news is this is now completed. So you can see they've paired up, and we can only imagine what they're going to get up to while paired up. So Farmer Envoy Extreme and Lester Marv, they're going to be in there doing something, and that might result in a baby beaver, as well as Alibaba and Jessica McLeod. They're going to be in the one next door. Although I feel like you guys might be a little bit too old to be playing those sort of games. 79 and 72. I mean, I'm not going to judge. I'm not ageist. Anyway, there's a lot of water now. They're actually having to swim to make the... Oh my god, I really hope you guys did a risk assessment. That's pretty dangerous. But anyway, it's another night, and it's the final one before the drought comes. So hopefully, in a day, they'll be able to build... I'm not convinced, actually. I don't think they're going to be able to build this. I mean, it's got 16 out of 30 logs, but it's got no planks. We've only got 8 planks made. Right, let's just for a second, let's pause the forester. You're fired. Bushmaster General, you're also fired. All right, now you can see the wheel is spinning, which means the blade is cutting wood. But yeah, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to go an entire dry season without this being built. So we might be able to keep building it during the drought, but it's not going to work as intended. I really wanted to like raise these up. So if I raise that to the top, that would have really filled this up. And then I could have let water out throughout the dry season to keep this area green. It's just a bit of a gamble. We're going to find out in 0.4 days just how long the dry season is going to be. And this could make or break my colony. Anyway, here you go. The sun is setting on the final night before the dry season. Oh my goodness, look how many people were born. Everyone's being born. And here you go. The sun is now rising. We are about to be in the drought. And you know what happens in the drought? This dries up, and our other water source, which is over... This one dries up so quick. Yeah, it's up here. This dries up, and then you can see it's all going brown. Not great. And it means down here is going to go brown as well. Now, thankfully, I've sort of worked this out so that I can pump this little reservoir dry. I built this little dam here, and I made sure the only thing in range that needs to stay green can be done so by this reservoir. So yeah, I'll keep these 4 log pumpers in there for now, and then I'm going to move them up to here for the rest of the dry season. But yeah, things aren't going great. I built a windmill last time to sort of help with the old power, because we have one shaming wheel, the unshameable architect. Somehow I managed to get him in there with the power of engineering, I think. Oh no, it was that really cringe making people like the video. Yeah, I remember now. The power of engineering is getting to me. Wow. But yeah, we've also got this, a windmill, but unfortunately, there's no wind. It's not making any power. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and hope that we get some power. But that basically means we're not making hardly any energy. Yeah, the efficiency is 50%, and we really need planks. Like, look, there's no planks. Nothing. That means no planks. Oh, the wind. It caught some wind. Oh, that's making 151 HP. Okay, so I don't need another shaming wheel. But yeah, now both of these, they're working at 100% efficiency. Nice. So we'll get more planks, which means we can build this dam a little bit quicker. Oh, look, we've just built that bit. Nice. Okay, let's press pause. And to be honest, I was gonna replace all of those with these triple floodgates so that it could all be adjustable. There's literally no point in doing that, if I'm honest. I think I'd be better off coming into landscaping down here and literally just building levees. Because levees, they're a lot cheaper. They cost 12 logs compared to a triple floodgate, which costs 30 logs and 15 planks. So yeah, I think that is probably the sensible thing to do. Because this is hard mode, I've got to be somewhat sensible. But yeah, look at this. So where the spiral has dried up, you can see it's dried up all the way back to that point. But from there, the water's actually remained. And do you know why it's remained? If we follow this all the way around, you will see over here, it's because we built our dam. Yes, the dam is working. That is so much water we've saved. So we can keep an eye on this bit. And I remember that lasting 10 days. Now we've got 8.6 days remaining of the dry season. So I don't actually think we'll have to do it this time. But if we do need to, we can just lower these floodgates and let out a bit of water just to replenish down here, just to bring the level back up. But for now, I'm pretty pleased with that. Pat on the back, Matt, you've outdone yourself a little bit, I think. Let's not get cocky. There's still 8 days to go of the dry season. You can see down here, the 4 new water storages are complete. These guys are all pumping away. Look how fast. They're so vigorous with it. You'd think they'd break their logs by pumping them that hard. But yeah, no touchy to hutchy, Bongo Flutternutter, Damon Grimm, and Lester Marr. They are experienced at pumping their logs. Oh, and there we go. They've pumped until they could pump no more. So let's hit pause quickly, and then let's pause these 4 jobs. So we've got 2 choices now. We know that our water storage is full. That should last us for most of the remaining time, but I feel like we may as well, whilst we're here, we've got 4 log pumpers ready to go, so we may as well fill these up with beavers. Oh, and unfortunately, can you see this red line here? So this over here, this is Engineerington District Center. Coming out of it are green lines, and basically if you build out of range, people can't actually get them. So if I click on that, the building isn't connected to any district center by paths. So basically our center of our town is too far away from that. Now looking at everything else, I think they're all in range. So what it might be worth doing is sort of moving this, and if I just rotate that entrance to come out that side, we should be good. Delete that and then build a new one, but make it face that direction. And then if we come up here, we should see, yes, all 4 of those are in range. Has it affected anything over this side? Oh balls, it has. Oh no. So that is our forester and our log camp, so we can't actually reach those at the moment. Oh, and these 2 log piles we can't reach either. That's quite annoying. But I think there might be a fix in that if I were to do a direct route to like that and then through those carrots, then I think that's like a shorter distance, and then we should be all good. Anyway, look, you can see down here, Douglasaur has grown up, and if I click on this, can you see that little icon there? That means we've got 3 unemployed beavers. We have 4 log pumpers up here, but none of them are actually pumping. Where are you guys? Ah, look, our water storage is completely full. That's quite nice actually. So that means these 4, they're literally doing nothing. I'll tell you what then, I might pause like 3 of them, and then go give them more useful jobs. Like you can be builders, and once this path is done, you can come and be foresters and things as well. And of course our summer jobs, we can turn on the inventor huts again, because that gives us science, and we need science to unlock things. And unlocking things is what we're going to be doing next as well. Because whilst my system here is fairly good, there's still some flaws with it, in that you'll see when we finish our dry season, when the water returns to this water source, it still takes, I think, at least a day to get back into the top of the dam. And if we get to a point where we need to empty lots of water down here, we could end up using this entire reservoir. So what we're gonna need to do, I think, is probably use either dynamite or dams. And to be honest, I think both, to try and get water down here quicker. So I'm probably going to want to dam across both of these and dynamite like a channel in as well. So in order to unlock dynamite, we need 600 science, and in order to build dynamite, we need an explosives factory and 400 science. Oh man, and we need to build planks, gears, and steel. At the moment, we're only making planks. We're not making gears or steel. Yeah, and you can also see there, that's 3 bits of paper we need to make a dynamite. So if we come into the wood tab, we're gonna need a paper mill as well, which requires planks and gears. Oh, so we need gears first. We're going to need a lot of science, and we're going to need gears, but I think it's going to be essential just for surviving the dry seasons. So to start off, I guess let's do the gear workshop, because that is essential. We need gears for absolutely everything we want to do from this point. So let's unlock that for 100 science. We can say yes to that. Then let's build the gear workshop there. Next up, we're going to need steel. We're going to need to make metal. So we're going to need a scavenger flag as well as a smelter. Now a scavenger flag, that allows us to get scrap metals from the ruins, because there is actually lore to this game. So the beavers, they're not just like beavers that are like clever or something. This is set in the future of the human world, of the earth as we know it. And basically over here, these are old human ruins, like where we used to build skyscrapers and stuff, you know, back in the day. Something to do with oil and stuff. I don't know, it's complicated. But yeah, basically we need to go scavenge for some scrap metal. And I think, to be honest, I think this one might be the best one to try and get to, because we've got this flat path along here, and we pretty much already have a way there. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to come along the back here and do stairs down. Have a little look to see if that will be... Oh, it's not going to be in range in the slightest. And instead, if we build a platform there, we might actually be able to build that. So cheeky platform there, and then we do a path going back to there, and then continuing all the way along. And then this is going to be a long way, which means we are going to have to make another district, a scrap metal district. And then over here by the ruins, we can build, once we unlock unlock it with 250 science points, a scavenger flag. So that will go there, and that will allow someone to scavenge the metal out of these ruins. But first, we do actually have a dry season to try and survive. Now look, we've got loads and loads of beavers grew up. We've got Abby Marshall, Alexander McDowell, Noodle12, Homic, and ED Mania YouTube. Is this a self-promoter? Are you promoting your YouTube channel? Well, looking on is it Ed Mania or EDM Mania? Either way, they haven't posted in a few years, so I'm gonna let you off. I was gonna shame you, but we have the unshameable architect in the shaming. Actually, what the snow butcher? What are you doing in there? Right, where's the unashameable architect? There he is. Works at the lumber. How have you escaped? I feel like my shamers this season, they're a lot better at escaping. All right, there you go. Unshameable Architect is back in there. But yeah, we've got 4 unemployed beavers. So 4 more jobs we can turn back on. And what I'm thinking, since we're not pumping water with those ones anymore, I may as well flip my district center back around. So we'll delete that, build a new one facing that way. And then because we reach over here, we can turn that back on. Oh, look, he's got in there. The engineering savior. Perhaps, just perhaps, he could save us should any problems arise. Let's have a little glitch through the ground and just check. We've got quite a lot of water remaining, actually. 4 days to go of the dry season. I think we're actually going to be okay without having to use our mega dam. Oh, and look over here. The gear workshop is up and running. Bushmaster General has gone in there. We've already got 3 gears lined up, but we do have 3 beavers. So let's have a look at getting another district ready for over here. It's such a long way away. So this district center, it goes to about there. So I think if we delete that, bung a district gate in. Now this basically just splits up districts. So now when I click on this, you can see that red line, it stops at the district gate. And then all I've got to do is somewhere in the middle of this path, probably there somewhere, we shove in another district center. So if we click on that one, you can see that goes to the district gate that side, and then over the other side, yes, it reaches the scrapyard. Okay, sweet. And I'll have to rename this. It can't be District 7. Far too close to District 9. It's got to be something else. I want you guys in the comments, give me your suggestions. What should we call this new district? It's not going to be a shaming district. It's mainly just to get scrap metal. So yeah, any suggestions? Let me know what you think it should be named. Right, and then before I send anyone over there, I got to think about trying to get supplies over. So if I come down to labor down here, there's these 2 things we haven't unlocked yet. The distribution post and the drop-off point. So yes to that one, yes to that one. Then we can build a distribution post, which is bloody huge. Look at the size of that thing. So we'll shove that there. So this is where beavers, they take supplies from one district, which will be Engineerington, and they'll bring it over this way for the scrappers to survive on. So I'm going to shove that probably in that gap next to my district center. And also, whilst all that was going on, the dry season has finished, which means water should start coming around there, and you can see just how long it takes. So this is at full speed. We're nearly at the end of the first day, so that's spinning around. My plan is to get a dam in there and a channel across, so when the water gets to here, it should stop, and then it will overflow and like skip this entire spiral segment is going around. Because at the moment, this is the next day. This is an entire day after the dry season. The water's only got round to there. It's still got to go all the way round until it reaches our dam, which is just more and more time that this area here is draining. You can see there's not a lot of water there. That is the height of the water. Very, very small. In fact, that's so scary. I might let out some water here and see how it works in action. So let's lower it down to there, and you can see the water is coming out. This is what we're going to do in the middle of a long dry season. So we're going to let that water out. Hopefully it will sort of fill up, but also, yes, also come down here. Oh man, look how much it came up. It came up so high. There's water everywhere. Awesome. Okay, so that is good. And that means there's enough coming through there. We can raise this back up. Right, decent. Now we need to swap back to make sure that these guys are all pumping again. So Jonas Swanson, you've been pumping your log on your own up here, up by the dam. I'm going to pause you. You're going to have to go pump your log sociably next to the other 3 log pumpers. And I'm going to have to pause some science because water comes first. trust over science. I mean, to be honest, who's up the top of that tower? You're doing nothing, mate. Literally nothing. You better have a good excuse. Who are you? The engineering savior. Okay, you've got an excuse. You're allowed to do that. They know what they're doing more than I do. I mean, actually, they don't. I'm literally going to pause you. This is hard mode. I've got to be serious in hard mode. And then up in the builder's hut, I'm just going to lose a builder. Unshameable architect. What are you doing? You should be in the... Who's gone in there then? Who's in the shaming wheel? It's Bruppalo. I feel like the unshameable architect is actually unshameable. He keeps escaping. That is bizarre. Oh no! Look who's died. Farmer Envoy Extreme has died of old age. Oh no, he was so extreme. He was the extremist of beavers. No, he wasn't an extremist beaver. Yeah, but yeah, that's actually quite gutting. Something that isn't gutting, the distribution post is complete. Abby Marshall has gone in there. I think rather than having you sat on your ass, Abby, although you are covering up your modesty, which is quite sensible of you, I'm gonna make you send some supplies over so that these guys can survive. We're gonna send them some carrots and some water. Oh, because look who's joined Abby Marshall as a distributor. Fat Uwu Senpai. And yes, you can tell the name definitely suits the beaver there. A very, very anime beaver. But that means whoever comes over to this new district, they'll be able to do their job of getting the old ruins, turn it into scrap metal without dying. They'll have food and water to survive. So that is lovely. And what else is lovely? With our dam sort of back up to normal operation levels, you can see there's water overtopping, which means this is filling up. Our reservoir is going to fill up. We're back to normal. Don't you love to see it? And all in all, I think I'm feeling a bit confident about hard mode again. You guys scared me last time with your comments, but I think we're back to probably overconfident Matt, which probably means next episode will be the last one. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But for now, guys, I'll say peace, love, and ew. Bye.